Welcome everyone to the HLCS Season 2, Day 2, I guess. I mean, it's been like a few weeks. But this time, I am not alone on the casting desk. Today, I have a color caster, co-caster. Please introduce yourself, Mr. Wingard.
Hello, my name is Jason Wingard, and I am a veteran or seasoned pro. Not really. I haven't touched this game in approximately half a year, but I have experience approximately 7 years of torture in this game, and I'm here with my
Alright, whatever. This is your taking too long.
so
Alright,
scuff, so scuff.
so we got the JSA EBOYS versus Triple T. And for the teams, we have on the JSA EBOYS, we have Quio, Hubert, Sammy, Hunter, Miggy. And on Triple T, we have Liam, Anthony, Cobi, Woosung, and Chris. But before we talk about the players, Jason, the draft has already been the bans have already been done. First round bans. What do we think of this draft?
I think the first Malphite ban is a necessity, based off of previous games in HLCS. Um, I'm not really sure about the Nyla pick. Or the Nyla ban. I don't know how good she is in this meta. If you could inform me about that.
Well, Nyla is pretty good in this meta, but they definitely banned it because Liam's name is Nyla, and he's been only playing Nyla in the past. Like he's just been spamming ranked on Nyla. Actually, let me
Actually,
check his match history.
he's Emerald, right?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, our long-awaited Liam arrival, our premier Emerald player. Yeah, he's played like 18 out of 20 games Nyla.
Mm,
He's playing like exclusively Nyla. But anyway, let's look at this draft. We got first pick
mm.
Viego and a Jhin pickup on the red side. Jhin Lux.
Ooh.
What do we think? What do we think the JSA E-Boys will respond with if they lock in this Jhin Lux, Jason?
I don't know. I don't know. No. Viego is an interesting pick because
It's
who
not
their
Viego,
jungler
it's
it
Morgana.
would be. Probably. Oh wait, it's Morgana.
Yeah,
Damn.
Hubert said it's Morgana.
Okay, never mind. Not Viego.
Okay.
Morgana.
Yeah. So we've got
I don't
Morgana
know.
versus Jhin Lux.
Maybe a Caitlyn. I feel like a Caitlyn with a Morgana would be pretty strong too.
Caitlyn Morgana.
Um,
I think it's worth noting that JSA E-Boys only really has one ADC, and that's Hubert. And Ezreal picked up, if that's for real. And that is Hubert did try to play Ezreal last series.
mm,
I don't think he won, but wait, did he
mm.
win? No, I don't think he won.
Well,
Yeah, he
they are
FF'd out.
picking up Ezreal again.
Ezreal Morgana. And now, what the? Is that Graves? Graves locked in for Keo. That makes sense.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that Keo. Hey, last time he played Graves, he didn't do so well. At least that game against me. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, okay. Yeah, no, Graves has been
I'm not one to
banned
talk.
like all last series, I think, because of Keo. I assume it's going
Mm,
to Keo. We don't really know the positions yet,
hmm.
but Keo is well known on his Graves. Oh
I'm,
my gosh, that's definitely Liam's Bel'veth or something. No one on that team no one on Triple T plays Bel'veth, bro.
yeah,
What is he doing?
I'm assuming Woosung is probably gonna be playing jungle, right?
I think
I
it's
think
possible
so because I don't
that
think
um Woosung plays
the
Lux actually.
Jarvan pick maybe from Woosung. Oh really? Lux,
Actually, I have no idea.
Anthony. Woosung,
Unless Chris or Kobe play
no,
Lux, but I don't think they do.
Maybe it's either Kobe or Woosung is support, and if whoever's not support is playing jungle.
Yeah. Hey, look at that Kled ban. Rest in peace, Chris Kled. And Swain taken away as well.
Wayne, Zinzao.
What do we
So they
think
are
of that
scared of
Kennen ban?
Woosung Zinzao jungle.
Do you know about the Kennen ban?
The Kennen man, I think the Kennen man's good because Chris has been very consistent on the Kennen. Last time I saw him play.
Exactly. Getting some recognition at last. He actually played Kennen twice, but I think he lost both times.
Yeah. Either way, Chris is getting banned out. Malphite, Kennen, they know the skill level. They know he's there. He's him.
But I don't think it's Chris top actually, because look at it's Mordekaiser.
Mm,
Interesting draft here. So,
this,
who do we think is playing Mordekaiser? Cobi or Chris?
it's got to be Kobe.
Cobi. Ooh.
Kobe top, Woosung jungle, Chris support.
So you think Woosung jungle, but who's playing Bel'veth?
You said Liam, right?
Yeah, but
Probably
Bel'veth's a
Liam.
jungler. Unless he's
Oh
playing
shoot, I
Bel'veth
forgot.
mid. Do you think it's Bel'veth mid?
Oh wait, wait, no, wait.
I think Woosung's playing mid.
Woosung
He's
mid.
slapping down Irelia
Then
right now or something. Actually, the
I really
Vex is
against the
good into
Vex though.
Irelia.
Vex is I feel like
Yeah.
yeah, Vex is a counter.
A
He's got to
smart
play like a
pick.
mage or something here. Actually, wait, no, they would have already have two.
Hmm.
I would go
Kassadin?
control. Oh, okay,
Who is
okay,
playing
okay.
these champions? Oh, it's definitely not Caston. Fizz!
Oh, Fizz. Fizz. That's
Oh,
not no Vex counters Fizz
yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
because and yeah.
We'll
It's
see.
an interesting pick because Vex is really good against mid laners that like brute force their way too close to Vex because if they do, they would get screwed.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll switch. I'll stream to Discord once it starts. Actually, wait, no, you're
I'm spectating
spectating.
too.
Oh, so I don't need to stream to Discord. Okay, okay. You might be desynced though.
Well, let's see. Let's see.
We'll see. We'll see.
I think whoever's ahead should stream. Mm.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyway, no, let's talk about this draft for a bit more, because what? So we have the Vex versus Fizz matchup. You think that's favored for Vex?
I don't blame you.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think it's favored for Vex. Vex is, from my personal experience, Vex is really good against champions such as like like Yasuo, Irelia. Anyone that gets close to Vex is kind of screwed. But you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
I do like the draft. It's especially when both teams have successfully draft magic damage mid, physical damage jungle. So we got some
Mhm.
pros out here. I mean,
Mhm.
let's talk about the players. I mean, long-awaited Liam is here on Triple T, definitely probably helping navigate that draft, being able
Mhm.
to secure a solid bot lane with Jhin Lux. But also, Miggy has returning from Season 1, his first game in Season 2. Um, we'll see how he does. I think in Season 1 was the worst player in HLCS. But he is surrounded by an all-star team. He has Quio, Hubert, and Hunter around him, as well as Sammy Yoon. But we'll
Mhm.
see. We'll see.
Yeah, I think something to watch is like how Miggy will approach using his ult because it's a really big like game changer. So hopefully he could use it correctly and not do anything too absurd.
Yeah, actually, when they first locked in Morgana, I thought it was going to be Miggy. And maybe it was a flex. Maybe they were thinking of putting Sam mid, but then they banned Swain. And then Miggy's like,
Mm.
maybe just pick me Vex. Because he only has like three
I,
champions.
you know, I've seen him play as Vex. He can be dirty at times, but you know he's a little inconsistent. But
That's true.
I think with this favorable matchup for him, he hopefully he could take advantage of it.
He does have Quio in his pocket. All star. One of the best players in the HLCS. And so we'll see how this goes. I'm not sure if Liam is playing Fizz. I'm pretty sure Liam is playing Bel'veth. So we have Quio
Mm.
versus Liam in the jungle. So that should be an interesting matchup.
Hmm.
I imagine I have no idea who's playing Fizz. It's either Woosung or Chris. But
I think it's gotta be Woosung.
Woosung. We do have a 3 minute
Well,
delay,
one
so we'll have to wait and see.
the matchup I'm like kind of pretty interested in is top lane because
Hmm.
as an Urgot made myself, playing against Mordekaiser is pretty difficult early game. So you gotta play really conservative and have good trades. So hopefully, I think Team 1, JSA EBOYS. Quio's gotta do really well early game to get his boys ahead.
So let's say in isolation top lane, Mordekaiser wins in the early levels.
In my opinion, from my experience, Mordekaiser has the advantage early game. Yes.
All right, let's see if Cobi can push that advantage because I'm assuming it's Cobi in the top lane as well.
hmm
What do we think about this bot lane matchup? Ezreal Morgana versus Jhin Lux. Two pretty standard duos going against each other. Because right
I
now,
honestly think it's gonna be. Oh, you got it. You got it.
right now we have winning top lane, winning mid. So what do we think about the bot lane? Like, oh no, winning
I
top lane for
honestly,
the triple T, winning mid for
yeah.
JSA EBOYS. So what's the tiebreak? Who wins this bot lane? Early
Um,
levels.
I think the win condition is definitely their support player here. I think both teams are going to be playing pretty relatively safe bot lane, and whoever really hits that crucial stun early game, the Lux Q or the Morgana Q, will determine how well the bot lane goes for
This is
whatever
true.
team.
Yeah, it's a double mage slash enchanter matchup. It's not no engage supports, which have been very popular in HLCS so far, but no Nautiluses, no Alistars, no Leonas to be seen. We have two mages, so
hmm
might be a
Which
bit
is
of a
why,
snoozer in the bot lane.
yeah, which is why early jungle really determined the pace of this game. Which I think Kyo has the advantage playing Graves. He will have more presence early, but we'll see if he can use that presence to his team's advantage.
All right, you heard it here first. All eyes on Quio on this early game. A lot of the game does just rest on the junglers, because I agree. I mean, you got winning top side for one team, winning mid lane for the other team, and bot lane is going to be pretty even, I would say, unless something tragic happens. But anything can happen in the HLCS. We'll see. We'll see. Really, I'm
Exactly,
actually
exactly.
super interested in see if this Bel'veth can take off. Because the thing about Bel'veth is like you can be losing by so much, and then
hmm
just get Rift Herald or Baron, and then you just insta win with the Bel'veth push.
hmm
Because I don't think JSA EBOYS' wave clear is that great either. You have Ezreal, who's not a great wave clearer amongst ADCs. Urgot has good wave clear, but Graves also just gets like his autos blocked, and Vex has trouble killing those Bel'veth minions, especially if they're Baron powered. So
hmm
we'll see. There's definitely a potential for just a wild swing in momentum depending on this Bel'veth. So I'm
Yeah,
very excited.
yeah, for sure. And if Bel'veth, another reason for Bel'veth to get ahead is Cobi, depending on his ult, whoever he takes out, Bel'veth can unleash upon the rest of the team. But
Aha.
I think the
So
one
wait. Yeah. Sorry. Finish your thought.
Yeah, one more thing with that for JCE boys is that they do have really good like uh CC close range. So even if Bel'veth does get close, they do have the option of um they do have that chance of getting away from her.
Hmm. Well, as we load onto Rift, we is revealed that is Chris on the Fizz, is Woosung on the Lux. It's Anthony Woosung bot lane.
Ooh. That's gonna be interesting. Chris and the Fizz. I don't think I've ever seen him play Fizz before, so that's gonna be a really interesting mid lane right there.
So we got 16,000 points on Fizz versus Miggy's 13,000 points on Vex. As we load up on the Rift, what's your time? I'm at 11, 12.
I'm at
You're
25. Want me
you're,
stream?
you're 25. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Just stream. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know how the quality's gonna be, but we'll see.
How do you want the camera to be?
I just have direct camera.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
How is it? How is it?
I think it's fine.
Do you move it like with the mouse
No, I
or
don't.
with the map or?
I don't move anything.
Oh,
I do
really?
have I do have objective timers on.
Objective timers? How do you
Yeah.
do that?
So interface visibility and then objective
Objective
timers.
timers.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, well, here we go. Loading up on the rift. Oh, can you press tab and fix the people? Like drag like Hunter to the top and like stuff. So it's like top to bottom.
Oh shoot! There, and then there.
So here we go. Game 1 of HLCS Season 2, Day 2. We have JSA EBOYS versus Triple T on the blue side. For the JSA EBOYS, we have Hunter in the top lane, Quio in the jungle, Miggy in the mid lane, and Hubert and Sammy in the bot lane. For Triple T on the red side, we have Cobi in the top lane, Liam in the jungle, Chris in the mid lane, and Anthony and Woosung in the bot lane. And already 2 minutes in, nothing too exciting is happening. Just getting those levels in.
Liam did start on Kyo's blue buff though, so.
Oh, good call, good call. You can close tab. I don't have it open the entire time. Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay.
I only ever open it to check items like
Yeah.
when it seems important. But yeah.
He has it. Let's see. I do want to see what's happening over here. Level 3, still hasn't taken his blue buff, but Q hasn't seen him. Oh!
Oh, and so here we go. Liam goes for the early invade onto Quio, but Quio finds him on the blue buff. They're both level 3. Does Liam win this early level 3? I don't know if he does. But Quio, one more auto, is able to take out Liam. First blood on his side of the map. That is not what you want to see from your Emerald player. Unlucky. Gets caught out there. Didn't expect Quio to arrive so fast or something.
Yeah, I was really surprised because if I were to do that same play, I would have gone for. I agree with the getting the ground first, but in my opinion, I would have gone for the blue buff and just went back to my side.
That is true. That extra time to take the wolves was everything, actually. Those few seconds allowed Quio to spot him out and able to just have the red buff advantage versus Liam didn't have either buff advantage. So it could have been the entire difference there.
Yeah, but I guess Liam was pretty confident in his ability to take Quio down, but unfortunately that was not the case.
Yeah, meanwhile, finds a Q, but I think both bot lanes, like you said, are just going to try and play safe. No one really wants to commit too many resources, too much health. They just want to try and get to this mid game. No one wants to be the inting bot lane. As we take a nice trade in the top lane. Hunter out of mana, crucially. So you're right. Mordekaiser is taking a bit of a getting a bit of advantage in the top lane. But meanwhile, in the bot lane, the double root coming from not the double root, the Jhin W landing onto Hubert, getting him low there.
And I think Sammy has to do a little bit better job of using a spell shield there because there's no reason to use spell shield when Jin's autoing him. Gotta wait for the Lux to get a little closer before using that because it's kind of a waste.
I agree. It's crucial knowledge in the matchup, and Woosung finds the root.
Wow.
They both flash forward to secure that kill onto Hubert, and here comes Liam. Maybe they can get a double kill. The exhaust goes down, and Sammy is getting taken low, but he uses his own exhaust onto Nyla, and Quio is there to bail him out to maybe dissuade them from tower diving. And Sam is able to get out with his life. Uses both summoners, and it's good jungle presence from both teams. But overall, just a 1-0. Lots of summoners blown. Anthony still does have his cleanse, but yeah, that is 1 kill going over to the Triple T bot lane.
I feel like I just jinxed him because, as I said, to use the spell shot at the right time, Lux flash Q on Hubert, and he's dead instantly before Sam can even react with the spell shield.
Well, I think what you said is still true, but that is definitely just a great seizing of the opportunity there from Woosung. Liam pinging his internet. That's okay. He doesn't need it. But I like these two.
Yeah, Yeah, I was just say like another thing with the top lane matchup is that Urgot's Q uses so much mana early on that you really have to be conservative with the abilities you send out. You just really need to focus on farming early because look at that, Hunter's still out of mana level 6 hasn't backed yet, and he's just being pushed in the entire time.
Yeah, it's a giant wave as well. Can we actually get a CS check on the top lane?
Yep.
Because Cobi doesn't have the greatest CS stats, so if Hunter is actually able to collect that wave, then it'll be fine.
Mhm.
Actually, the
Yeah.
last time these two fought was I forget who Cobi was playing, but it was Hunter's famous Garen game where he just farmed it out, took a lot of blows, but didn't really care. Built Hull Breaker and said, "Don't care." I think it was Garen versus Mordekaiser. So this is a rematch in the top lane. We'll see if Cobi falls prey to the same tactic where he doesn't focus on farming. He's trying to find these favorable trades, but is not able to convert it to any kill or CS lead.
And actually, I just realized that Hunter is running Ignite, not TP on Urgot, which is, again, it goes back to the point I made where his early game is pretty weak against Mordekaiser, so not having that teleport when you're down CS is going to be crucial early game.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, you said Vex has a winning matchup, and she does have the health advantage, but she is out of mana, and Chris actually has a 10 CS lead in the mid lane. So
yeah, my experience. Yeah, Miggy CSing on the mages could use some work at times, but I think despite the CS difference, I think he still has a really good chance of still winning 1v1s either way.
We'll have to see. I mean, he does have that ultimate. We really want to see him actually get a back here, get some items and some mana, so maybe use his priority in lane to ult to either top or bot, get some advantages around the map. But Miggy, not much of a roamer. It's okay. The Discord stream is lagging. Wait, it's fine? Okay, it's fine. Okay, and Cobi uses the ultimate. It is so bad, dude. It's so bad. Man, I think I should just do it. Next game.
Really?
Yeah. It's super blurry. Okay, anyway. Cobi gets a solo bolo in the top lane. Meanwhile, the bot lane, Sammy Yoon goes down as Liam comes in to get this gank. But Hubert gets a snipe on Woosung with the arcane barrage on the back end of that fight. Quio here, a little bit too late, but it doesn't really matter. A 1-for-1 overall. Tray of supports in the end. And that is what we like to see, a blow for blow.
It might be on your end because you've been lagging like voice through Discord.
Yeah, my internet does kind of suck.
I don't know if it's me or you.
It's definitely me. But I think maybe next time I should stream. I should be the one streaming because I'm recording the game.
Stream? We can just switch it right now. It's fine.
Right now in the middle of the game.
Yeah, it's okay.
It doesn't matter. Quick. Yeah, it's literally like so 9:15. Okay, well let's go start at 9:15.
Yeah.
Go on. This is kind of scuffed.
It's okay. I'd rather have at least like good quality on your end because you're recording it.
Yeah. Is it working? It's the black screen right now. Oh, yeah, my game crashed.
Oh no.
Wait, hold on. It's fine. It starts at 9:15. But it's gonna be a bit late. We're experiencing technical difficulties here in the studio.
By the time they finish their game, it's gonna be like a 5-minute delay.
Yeah. As we take this pause, what do we think of the game state right now? It's actually, last I checked, it was 2-3 in favor of Triple T. They have a 1k gold advantage. So they will have a bit of an advantage going into this mid game, but I think, crucially, no Drakes have been taken at the 9-minute mark.
That is correct. It's still 2-3, 1k gold lead for Triple T, and the Ocean Drake is still up right now. But yeah, I think late game is gonna be more sided with the JSA EBOYS here. So I just want to. I don't know where I'm getting at.
You think the EBOYS have are playing to scale?
I think they do have to play for scaling here because Urgot's not going to win that much in the top lane until he gets his level 13 spike, and then I would say mid lane's just gonna be passive the whole time, and bot lane's just gonna be also passive. So
Alright, we're here. I can't go back farther than this. I can't go back farther than this. It doesn't work?
that's okay.
Are you saying it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, okay. Well, here we go. We missed like 45 seconds, but nothing happened, I think. Yeah, nothing happened in those 45 seconds. But anyway, you can see it, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so here we are, back in the game. On good quality. Dude, it's gonna be so bad. It gets it was getting bad when like things were happening because it's like more particles, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's okay.
It's good quality on your end, but my quality is it's like a disco ball.
You should just come over, Jason.
Next time.
Next time. Oh, we got a bit of a skirmish here. Looks like Liam really wants to commit to this fight. Going deep into Quio's jungle. Oh, Hubert, Hunter tries to go for the Urgot snipe, but is wait, but Quio uses the Graves ult to finish off that kill there. Will get cleaned up by Cobi though. Cobi first on the rotation using the top lane priority. So it will be a 1-for-1 for the junglers. Meanwhile, the bot lane, just no kills there, but a nice chunk off of Woosung. But yeah, what do you think of that? Liam really trying to take these early fights aggressively on Bel'veth.
Yeah, this is definitely not the type of start you want for Liam, especially being the highest ranked player in this game. I thought he would be a little bit more cautious with the way he approaches the enemy jungle, but right now Quio is doing a really good job of countering the counter jungles, and I don't know if it's a misplay or I guess Graves is just better right now, but I feel like every time they've been skirmishing, Graves has come out victorious in like every aspect possible.
Well, you know, I think, you know, like, you're commentating correctly, like, on what Bel'veth should do, the champion. But I can speak for Liam, the player. And Liam definitely just wants to get aggressive, just wants to have some fun. Probably, if he's not gonna play, he doesn't want to play safe. He's not one of those guys that wants to, like, play safe and scale. He always wants to try and find some kind of fight, which is why I'm surprised he played Bel'veth. I thought he would go for a more aggressive jungler, but he is playing it like an aggressive jungler, which is not a surprise to me. And, the first Drake of the game, secured by Quio. Meanwhile, dude, what's this camera? Jhin is ulting the bot lane. We'll just get chunked out here, but Quio does show, actually. He spotted out, walked a bit out of the tri-bush there. Cobi using this ultimate. Jason, what do you think about this fight? Does Cobi just clean this up, or does Hunter able to get the?
Oh, after he misses that, he's done for.
Okay.
Oh.
Hunter misses the ultimate point blank.
Yeah,
range. Oh, Anthony flashes the arcane barrage, but right into Quio's arms, and Woosung able to get a full combo off on the Quio, but it's not enough, not in tower range, and Hubert and Sam just full send goes on the dive. Nice double kill there by the JSA EBOYS, but while that was going on in the bot lane, Cobi getting the solo kill on Hunter. It's a 2-for-1 overall, but crucially, Liam has the Rift Tail. He has the Bel'veth like ascended form, has the puppy things, and it's pushing hard onto this top lane, able to get 2 towers before the bot lane can even get 1. I don't even think the bot lane will get 1. Yeah, so they will.
Yeah.
The Triple T able to get 2 turrets there before plates even fall.
Right now, my main thing is I think the one of the new or top lane. I think Hunter has a very interesting mental. So losing 2 towers before 15 minutes is going to be a huge con for their team. So I just want to see how Hunter can play out from now on, see if he can come back CS. And after missing 2 crucial ultimates as well, we'll see if he can come back later, maybe snipe someone and come back in the game.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one for the JSA EBOYS top laner. But hey, we've seen him in before. As soon as he gets this hull breaker, as soon as we transition to this mid game where lane assignments are murky and muddy, we'll see. But hold that thought, Quio is coming in for the gank. We'll land the smoke screen onto Woosung. Woosung able to cut it out a little bit, able to land a Q onto Hubert, but it will just get ulted by Quio. But maybe he bought enough time. They had to chase a little bit longer than they would have liked. Liam down in the bot lane gets exhausted, but is able to find a kill onto Graves. Anyway, doesn't pick up the coral. That is really huge for Bel'veth, and he's not able to survive any longer. And yeah, on the back end of that fight, Anthony also just gets caught out there. It's 3 for 2 at the end. No, 3 for 1 overall in the bot lane for in favor of the JSA EBOYS. So the bot lane definitely getting a bit outhandsed in these skirmishes.
Yeah, I might have to like align my time on my game with your stream because I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, it's bad, is it?
I'm gonna try to align it. What is it at right now? 15.
Oh, let me just stop streaming.
30.
Wait, I hear a fizzle. Oh, and Chris used the fizzle onto Miggy, and we go back to live, and Miggy is just dead because Cobi had roamed down from top lane. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
What's your time right now?
15, 45, 46, 47, 8, 9, 50, 51, 52. Quio is getting some autos off on to Chris here, but Chris should be able to get away. We'll take some damage there. Pops a potion. He'll be fine. And Liam is here to stop any further engagement. But Quio just used the ult. I don't think it connected onto Liam. But I think he was
16,
expecting Liam
16,
to
11.
have
I'm at 16, 12.
17, 18, 19.
Okay,
20.
whatever. I'll be like 1 second delay. It's fine.
That's okay. But yeah, nice kill there for Shady Water in the mid lane onto Miggy. Actually, Miggy only dying once so far is honestly good for him, to be honest. He has had worse performances.
Yeah.
It does have the Everfrost built. Everyone's getting their mythics in. Urgot with the Black Cleaver, and Bel'veth with the Kraken Slayer, and Jhin with the Stormrazor. Sammy Yoon actually opting to go for Zhonya's first. I actually kind of like that from the Morgana. Meanwhile, Woosung.
Yeah, I'm really liking the way Quio's taking early game, especially prioritizing bot lane and then also taking Drake controls thus far. We'll see how it goes for this next Drake here, but I'm really liking how Quio's playing versus Liam jungle wise. He aligns with how I would play more early game right now.
Yeah, we'll see though. The JSA EBOYS look like they want to start this Drake. But I think Triple T understands that they're going to. But wait, hold on. Actually,
no, Chris.
Chris just gets caught in the bot lane, gets bush cheesed. So actually, they will even it out to a 4v4. Cobi expended his teleport to get down to this fight. They have an unlucky timing there. Triple T start up the Drake, and then Chris just gets caught out immediately by Sammy, Yoon, and Vex, and Miggy. And meanwhile, Cobi ults Quio away from the fight, but it's a little too early. I think he'll still be able to come out and have the smite ready. Won't be able to kill Quio either. Meanwhile, Bel'veth super far in the back, like, trying to get the multi-man play here, but goes down early, and Hubert firing back, really getting another kill onto Mordekaiser, another one onto Lux as well. After Lux kills Morgana, they're just trading man for man.
Just misses that.
Yeah, it's a 3 for 2 overall. And look what we were talking about, Jason. Hunter in the top lane, all while this is happening. No Drakes were taken. It's a 3 for 2 overall in favor of the JSA EBOYS, and a tower for Hunter.
Yeah, it really sucks in that fight that Chris got caught out early because Cobi was just brute forcing his way through the backline, and he was really he had a Q out of the fight for a while, had the backline running away while Anthony, I think Anthony, right, on Jhin? Yep.
Yeah.
Anthony was ulting from afar, and it looked like they were about to win that fight. But then Hubert comes out of nowhere, boom, boom, bam, 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 shoots his laser beams. Oh, what are they called?
Mystic shot.
Mystic shots.
It's not even a laser
takes out.
beam.
Okay. Mystic shots. All right. Mystic shots. It takes out two of them and almost gets Anthony at the end.
Yeah.
So.
Hubert is huge for the JSA EBOYS right now. This is kind of what we were expecting, to be honest. Hubert and Quio, two of the best players in HLCS, spearheading JSA EBOYS lead right now. 6-1 on this Ezreal. Has a 600 gold bounty. Quio, no slouch either. 4-3. Able to secure the Drake. While Triple T is taking this Rift Herald. And like I said, Rift Herald for Bel'veth. Bel'veth did not pick up the coral? No, Bel'veth has got the coral. Bel'veth did pick up the coral, it's okay.
I was going to say.
Yeah. But they do have second Rift Herald now. Quio going in into 3. Oh my gosh, he just ults Woosung and Anthony in the face. Chunks them both for half. Meanwhile, Woosung chunking Hubert back for half with a nice Q ult there. Anthony opens up with a curtain call, trying to find a bit more damage onto Hubert, but only hitting the full health members of JSA EBOYS. Saving that last shot. Not sure if that connected. I don't think it connected onto Hubert, looking at his health bar. Meanwhile, the top lane, Cobi is just putting Hunter back in the death realm. Will he be able to get this kill? I don't think he will. Hunter does have the safety of his tower. Meanwhile, back in the mid lane, the 4v4 still posturing around. Actually, it's not 4v4 because Quio has rotated top lane. It's a 2v1 in the top lane. Can Cobi trade 1 for 1 before he goes down? And he does! He will be able to get Hunter! Meanwhile, the mid lane is 4v3. The JSA EBOYS can't hold this. They have, there's a Rift Herald barreling down mid lane with, Bel'veth's army. Meanwhile, Cobi still fighting Quio. Will he be able to get a double kill? He gets a double kill 1v2! That is so huge for the Mordekaiser in the top lane from Mr. Taewani himself. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, they do get 1 tower, no kills. Triple T understand that they don't have to do anything. Cobi is soaking up so much pressure. We'll be able to take that top inhib turret, maybe. Anthony completely recognizes this. Just completely a Narnia, just taking the Gromp. Catching that bot wave, but wow, what an insane series of macro decisions there, Jason.
Exactly. As I said earlier, the early game, Mordekaiser had the lead, and Cobi is my sleeper MVP as of right now. He did everything perfectly early game, has really worked well with Liam top lane to get the 2 towers, and now putting so much pressure so the rest of his team could really get ahead here.
Meanwhile, while you're giving that overview, Miggy in the mid game, getting his second death, getting caught out there by Bel'veth and Fizz there by Liam and Chris. Bit of a bush cheese. Chris getting his revenge. Does expend the ultimate to get that though, but a kill's a kill. Kills are even. But the Triple T does have a 3k gold lead because, like you said, the tower advantage all coming off of this. The top lane priority with Bel'veth as well. So, shaping up to be a really good game, actually.
Yeah, I really like how Liam recognized that his bot lane was being pressured a lot by their jungler, and really emphasizing the push for top lane. And now they're just reaping the benefits off of Kobe's pressure top lane, getting mid tower, killing a couple there, and also bush cheesing down in the bot jungle. And we'll see if this can really bring them back to get a Drake, or will the JSA EBOYS be able to secure their 3rd Drake of the game.
Right. There's your sleeper MVP. 5-1 on the Mordekaiser with a 150 gold stretch down. It's getting caught out in the enemy jungle. Will use the ultimate onto Miggy. Miggy just running away. Has the Everfrost. Will be able to cut this out a little bit longer. Comes back out of the Death Realm. Cobi is surrounded by 4, but he's not dead yet. He has the protein, but Hubert does too much damage. Will be able to collect that shutdown. Meanwhile, the backline, Quio doing so much AoE damage. Will be able to. Whoa, no, he won't.
This is bad for them.
Woosung is able to live, but able to kill Quio there, but he will be ran down by Hubert. And now it's Liam's turn to 1v4, but he's not Mordekaiser. He's not him. Sends him over a triple kill over to Ezreal. It's a 4v2. For the rest of the fight, and it's a 3-for-0, or no, a 3-for-1 overall in favor of the JSA EBOYS. They're just winning these team fights. They're just deathballing it, I feel like, Jason.
Yeah, for sure. The 2 major team fights we've seen so far, the second Drake fight and now this fight, it's just all been based off of picks made by the JSA EBOYS. And I feel like I've been jinxing everyone this entire game, but right as I compliment Cobi, he goes ahead and makes a very horrible play for their team where they lose 3, I believe, and possibly a 3rd Drake here.
They did lose 3. It was 3-for-1 at the end. Definitely baited his team into thinking that they can take that fight, I think. Wanted to try and bust cheese, but it was just him. As
They
set up
do have a
Woosung.
chance. They do have a chance to make that up here if they can somehow fight the JSA EBOYS at the third Drake here.
Sammy Yoon does a lot of damage on the Morgana. We'll find it on it. But here comes Chris. Lays the Fizzle into the Drake pit, but will not be able to get any kind of steal. And it's just a clean heist for JSA EBOYS, putting themselves at soul point on this Chemtech Rift. So we'll be able to get that uncontested. The rest of Triple T going back to their lanes, going back to their farm.
I'm really liking how Hubert's been able to adapt to different situations and really take over each fight every time. Like it doesn't feel like he's been doing too much other than the fights, but late game this will prove to be huge for them.
Yeah, Hubert still only died the one time in bot lane. Has a 700 gold bounty now. Has 3 items, and he has also crucially completed the tier item, Mirror Mana. Now does so much damage on this Ezreal. Definitely has a higher DPS than Jhin. So we'll have to see. Like you said, can Triple T find this kill onto Hubert? Because I think what's been happening in these team fights is that Quio has to come into like short range, and he does a lot of damage, and everyone starts focusing Quio, but they kind of forget that Hubert is actually the bigger damage dealer, I think.
Exactly.
So they do have a solid front line with Mordekaiser and Bel'veth though, so it's definitely not out of their hands yet, especially with the range that Lux and Jhin provide.
Yeah. Well, another thing to point out is like JSA EBOYS are not a very tanky team, and because Urgot's their only true bruiser here / tank, I would have opted out. I would have opted for more of a tanky build, more focus on survivability and tankiness rather than split pushing. Because I would mainly just focus on playing around Hubert, but I think right now it looks like Hunter's trying to build Hullbreaker again.
Oh yeah. They do need to get some towers back on the board. Triple T, as bad as it may have seemed, they've kept the gold lead still. It has dwindled down to just a couple of hundred, but meanwhile, wait, hold on. Cobi putting Quio in the Death Realm, but Quio just able to go over the wall. The rest of the... Oh my gosh! Woosung finds a huge double snare onto Quio, onto Hubert and Sammy Yoon. And right when Quio comes out of the Death Realm, he's like, wait, my teammates are all CC'd, and they're all right next to each other. It's just 3 kills for nothing, all off the back of Woosung. Woosung having a bit of a quiet game, you know, like, was 0-3 earlier, maybe 0-4? No, it wasn't 0-4, but he was not doing well earlier, but able to... And when the lights are bright, Jason, Woosung shines the light onto the JSA EBOYS bot lane there. Meanwhile, Miggy trying to disrupt this Baron, but I think he's just gonna die. Giving another kill over to Triple T. Anthony will be able to just Gale Force to get that. Miggy not able to flash away.
Yeah.
Laughs it off.
Exactly. One thing I noticed during that last fight was as Sammy was trying to help Quio get away from that, I think he put his spell shield the last possible second, and right when that happened, Woosung's Q went straight through him, and then it hit the other 2 in the back. Which is quite unfortunate.
Is that what happened? We'll have to look. We'll see in the VOD later. But that is unfortunate.
I could be wrong, but I think that's crazy timing right there.
But yeah, Woosung really. When we needed, we were just talking about how are they gonna find Ezreal? How are they gonna shut down Hubert, collect that huge bounty? I don't think I saw who caught it. I think it was Bel'veth. But yeah, that was exactly what the doctor ordered for Triple T. As this Drake is coming up in the next 50 seconds or so. But they do have Baron, and Liam just going in 1v3, but he does have his team behind him. Hunter is also here though. Gets put in the Death Realm by Cobi. But Kobe's going to come out of the Death Realm surrounded. Meanwhile, JSA EBOYS trying to find their way back, trying to find their way into the fight. Quio goes in the backline, takes out Woosung, but meanwhile, not before Woosung's able to kill Hunter with the ultimate. Hunter, Hubert's still alive though. Takes down Cobi. Hubert goes in. Arcane. Oh my gosh. Arcane shifts in, misses the mystic shot, gets exhausted as well. Goes down to Bel'veth, but he is able to take out Jhin, but goes down to Bel'veth. And Bel'veth, we were saying this, Jason. The momentum is everything with Bel'veth. She has the Baron buff, is able to Baron empower these minions. There's no wave clear for her army here. So Liam able to just take this in front of Sam's face. Sam can't do anything.
Yeah, and top lane's also being contested too, so it looks like most of their base is going to be gone after this one, and they're going to have a good chance to get their first Drake of the game here.
That's a 3-for-3 overall, but when the enemy team has Baron buff, that's a loss for your base. So another great team fight though. Quio going into the backline, really trying to get Jhin and Lux killed early, but wasn't able to kill Woosung quite fast enough. Woosung was able to finish off Hunter at the back end of that fight with the ultimate. So, meanwhile, oh my gosh, Quio goes in for the steal, tries to get the Chemtech soul for his team, but Liam is not phased. Quio smites, or I don't think he smote early, but I think actually, I'm not sure, but it was at 30 health, so.
Yeah, yeah. Triple T has been playing really well mid game and late game thus far. But one thing I wanted to see a little bit more from last fight is that the backline was playing really passively when Liam was getting to their front line and backline there. So I think at the last fight they could have got a much better turnout if they just played with Liam a bit more.
Cobi opting for this 1v2 actually in the top lane. Actually gets tagged by Hunter this time by the ultimate. Will be able to get Miggy, but not quite able to get Quio, as he's pulled into his demise by Hunter. A 1-for-1 in the top lane. Not sure if that was completely necessary, but it wasn't terrible either. He does, I mean, it is just Miggy. 0-4 in FX versus like Cobi was 6-3 on the Mordekaiser. So definitely not the trade that Triple T would like, but there's no objectives to play for right now. They are going for this bot lane turret, so we'll see how JSA EBOYS respond. Liam still does have the Bel'veth transformation, but no more Baron buff, so it's not as lethal. Another tower over to Triple T though.
Honestly, I really want to see if Cobi can recognize like his presence in the top lane and time it with bot lane, where the rest of his team can push bot lane as he pressures top lane, or he just joins the rest of his team and takes out one of the side lanes as well. Because I feel like if he does one of those things, the game's gonna be really in Triple T's favor here.
We do like the seesaw effect, but here comes Miggy. He will get the Vexel, doesn't actually hit. Won't be able to take out Anthony there, and Liam goes
Liam's
forward.
Oh no.
Liam goes forward, but will be able to survive. Has a lot of damage reduction there, and another. They take out Miggy. They take out Sam, but here comes Quio. Quio will get the ultimate off. Woosung goes down, but Liam still opted to go in, and this time he'll take out Graves. He is now the Bel'veth god. Just goes to show that Bel'veth does have a bit of a scaling factor to her, and also especially in that ascended form. Meanwhile, Cobi sends Hunter to the Death Realm for the millionth time, but isn't able to kill him. Comes out of the Death Realm. Anthony will be able to pick up that kill, and they will be able to pick up this bot lane turret. It's just Hubert left. Fizz ult will come short, but Hubert, 11-3, is the only one left alive. I don't think he can stop this push, Jason.
I don't think so either. Just a good Liam's been popping off mid game and late game, and now he's really been able to transition his lead to the late game and really brute force his way through the front line, through the back line, taking everyone out. And just some misplays from JSA EBOYS here. They did really well early game, but mid game and late game has been looking a little scuffed so far.
They were able to stop the push as the rest of the JSA EBOYS come back alive, but they have no tempo to try and contest this Baron. It's just a free Baron for the Triple T. So they will take a recall. They will play it smart. They take 2 inhibs and 2 towers before they even have the Baron buff. And again, like we've been emphasizing this entire game, Jason, that is no ordinary Baron buff. That is a Baron buff with Bel'veth. So this will be very difficult for JSA EBOYS to climb out of this hole, but we'll see how this ends. Almost a 10k gold. It's a 9k gold lead in favor of Triple T, but we'll see.
Yeah, for sure. I think for the Triple T's, I think their team fighting power is greatly outmatches JSA EBOYS at this point. They can honestly, if they wanted to run it down mid, if they want to go top and get the last inhib to really secure their pressure from all sides. As you said before, JSA EBOYS have almost 0 wave clear, so they can literally do the Triple T can do whatever they want here to end the game.
It's looking like a Triple T victory. Liam goes over the wall, tries to find Sam. Sam has to flash away. And oh no, JSA EBOYS definitely know that Triple T is going for this Drake. Liam putting wards over the wall crucially to try and find some kind of hero play. Goes in 1v4, but just dashes over and dashes back over the wall. Playing a little cheeky here. Very typical from Liam. Not afraid to keep going in, especially at this point in the game where you're just so far ahead. But he's been doing it before it was cool, so.
If JSA EBOYS can get a steal here, this would be huge for their soul.
Miggy goes in, gets a fear onto Chris, but will go down to Woosung, and Quio tries to go for the steal, but will not be able to get it. Goes down to Anthony. Anthony also able to get a double kill with a snipe onto Hubert on the back end of that fight. Hubert did use the Quicksilver Sash. He actually has a Silvermere Dawn instead of the Merksim, but not that it matters at this point. Hunter using the ultimate, but it's definitely a bit Jover. Won't even be able to get Chris on the back end of that fight for the stats.
Hey, maybe Sammy can win this right here. Right here, right now.
Sammy goes golden as the Nexus falls. And that is game 1 for a Triple T. What a great game, actually. What a slobber knocker. Anyways, any final thoughts, Jason?
I really enjoyed this game. This really had a little bit of everything. Early, the matchups were in favor for both sides, pretty even throughout. JSA EBOYS had that early game locked in. Quio was looking great. Bot lane was looking great. Miggy was doing fine mid. But then mid game and late game, Liam, Woosung, and Cobi really took over, made some great picks, made some good plays. And although it was a bit shaky during mid game for due to the couple picks they had, they really were able to adapt and really finish the game strongly and without much opposition towards the end.
Well put, Jason. And now we'll go back to the players. We'll see if we have a game 2 in our hands. I hope we do. And yeah, game 1 for Triple T.